Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the title of this video, this is going to be another thrift haul. Now I am super duper excited for this. I feel like there is quite a good variety. Like I've got some clothing, I've got heaps of books, I've got actually quite a decent amount of homewares, which never happens, some shoes. So I feel like all this stuff was either bought from thrift stores up here in Auckland, or some of them have been on Facebook Marketplace. So I'll obviously let you guys know where everything is from and how much everything was as well. Yeah, without further ado, let's jump into this video. So I might start off with the clothing. I don't actually have too much clothing, but I didn't really need a whole heap. And I will try some things on for you guys as well. So the first clothing piece that I picked up is actually a clothing piece I am not going to try on, and that is because it is just this really cute pink bikini top. Couldn't see any matching bottoms for it, otherwise I would have been tempted to get them if they like had the plastic seal in them, but I just thought this was super duper cute. So the material is kind of like ribbed, it feels cottony, it doesn't feel like togs kind of material, but it's totally fine like to wear out to the beach. The back is quite cool because it has this little like crossover bit and then has like the little bit that you hook. I have already worn this bikini top out to the beach. It is really nice, it makes my boobs look really good, so we love that. And I really love like the triangle bikini tops, they suit me really well. This one I found in the Totara Hospice, which was actually when we were on our way to go and pick up something else from Facebook Marketplace, and there was just this random op shop in this random residential area. I think it was like in like Panmure or Pakuranga. I'm pretty sure it was in Panmure or something, and it was kind of just tucked away, and Phil and I thought we'd go in and have a wee look, and then we ended up spending $80 in there. So like a lot of the stuff is from that op shop, but yeah, it was good. It had so much stuff. This was only $1, so can't go wrong. And then from that same op shop, I also found this Tommy Hilfiger Tommy jeans top. So it has this print on the front, which is really cute. This I actually found in the men's section, so it is actually technically a size large. It has the little Tommy thing there, but I just thought it was super cute. What I didn't realize until I got home is that it has this mark on the bottom and it has this mark on the back. So I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to crop this, and then I think it would be a really cute crop top. I just want to get some fabric scissors from Spotlight. I thought this would be such a cute crop tee to wear in like the summertime with just a pair of denim shorts. And this t-shirt was $12, so a little bit pricey, but because it's also branded, I was like, well, they're gonna charge quite a bit for it. Yeah, it feels really nice as well, like really good cotton. And then also from that same top shop, I also managed to find these Lorna Jane black leggings. So they have the Lorna Jane little classic thing there, and they do have like a little zip, so you could like put something in there, probably your phone probably fit. The only thing I'm like not sure about is on the front they have this like, I don't know if it's even going to come off in the camera, stuff on it, and I've tried to wash it. There you go, you can see there. I've tried to wash it and I've tried to lint roller it, and it comes off sometimes. It's on like both of the legs and I don't know what it is, and it's really annoying, and I want to be able to get it off. So if you guys have any tips on how I can get that off, can you let me know? But at the moment I've just been wearing these around home. The thing that I love about these leggings is they are so high-waisted. They are just so incredibly soft. So that's why I haven't redonated them, even though they have that stuff on it. I kind of bought it hoping that it would come out in the wash, but it hasn't. But I also don't know what it is. These are only $5. And then I might do a clothing piece that I found on Marketplace. Now, unfortunately, this is not working out for me, so I am going to have to replace this and also chuck this out. And I'm really gutted about this because I really wanted this to work. And it is this Princess Polly leather jacket. So this one is in a size 12, so I thought this would be perfect. It was literally the perfect biker jacket, and then my bag totally ripped up the sleeves. Like, can you guys see that? Like, it just started peeling so bad, and like up here as well. I didn't even have my bag up here, but it's peeled really bad up there, and then it started to like nick on like this sleeve as well. I don't even know if you guys can see. Like, I'm so gutted because I literally just bought this, and this cost me $30 on Facebook Marketplace, so it wasn't cheap. Anytime I buy like a brand new pleather jacket, it lasts me ages, but anytime I buy one secondhand, it never does. So unfortunately, I am gonna have to replace that, which really sucks. Okay, I apologize about this lighting. I feel like I just can't quite get it right because the sun is starting to like move around now, but I feel like this is a little bit better, so fingers crossed it's okay. And the last clothing items were all purchased from the Dove Hospice shop in Glen Innes. Now I freaking love this op shop. There's always so many good things in this op shop, and the day that I went, I managed to find quite a lot. So I managed to find this cute little pink off the shoulder top. So it's nothing too crazy, like it feels kind of cheap material. It's by the Divided brand, which is H&M, it just says on it. Yeah, H&M. It just has this little like material pattern situation going on. This one is originally a size medium, but it's nice and stretchy. It's got the elastic on the bottom as well as the top. This one does fit like quite snug under my arm, but I just thought it was such a pretty color and a really nice top to wear to work, and I just, yeah, really like wearing it with like some high-waisted pants. This one was $3, and then I also managed to find this pink bodysuit as well, which is really pretty. So it has like the little lines running down it, but it's not ribbed. It's not like a ribbed material, it's just the way that it's designed. The straps are not adjustable, which is a little bit annoying, but I like the neckline. I like that it kind of cuts like straight across, and then it obviously has like the bodysuit. And this one again was only $3 as well, so I just thought that was such a good find. A nice piece to have for like the spring and summer. And then I also managed to find this cute little top as well. Now this one is ribbed. I don't know if it's going to come off in the camera or not that it's ribbed. The straps are like elasticated as well, which is super cute, and it's just this really nice soft kind of like dusty rose pink color. As you can see, I like my pinks. This one again was only $3, so I thought that was such a good deal. Bodysuit, I don't know what size it's in, and I don't know where it's originally from because it didn't have the tags in it. This one is kind of embarrassing. This one is actually from the kids section at Kmart. So this one is in a size 14, but it's like a kid's 14. But it fits me fine, and so I thought, you know what, who's gonna tell? No one can even tell just looking at it. It doesn't look like a like really kiddie top, and I thought just with like some denim shorts or like some white paper bag shorts and some slides, like it'll just look really cute. And then lastly from that op shop, I also have a dress. So I love this, and I have literally been getting so much use out of it, and it is just this gorgeous grey kind of like maxi dress. And again, this is ribbed. I don't know if it's gonna come off in the camera that it's ribbed. I think you can see there, and it's just so lightweight and very soft. It's very similar to a khaki one that I'm pretty sure I showed you guys in my last thrift haul, so if you missed it, I'll leave it down below and in the eye, because dresses like this are like so trendy right now, and so like the op shops never have them. So I was so stoked to find this. This one is originally from Cotton On in a size large, so I wasn't sure if it was gonna fit because I'm normally a medium from Cotton On, not a large, but it does fit me perfectly fine. It's so soft, and I love wearing this with like a leather jacket and my like combat boots. And this one was only $9. Next up, we might do some shoes. So I have two pairs of shoes to show you guys. Both of these shoes like I actually did need, like they were on my list. I got this pair of mules. I needed a new pair of mules because I used to have some from Kmart that were very similar to this with like a gold bit across here, but in the inside they were just starting to get all gross and stuff because I'd literally absolutely thrashed them. So I've kind of been looking for a replacement for a while, and nothing's ever right. But I saw these in the op shop, and I just thought they were so incredibly cute. They're exactly the same shape with that little gold bit on the front, which is what the other ones were like. I'll show you guys one of them since they're literally exactly the same. So these ones are originally from Decuba, so these would have cost quite a lot brand new. I don't think this is leather. It could be, but I'm not convinced that it is because it doesn't feel like leather. but in saying that, it does feel very, very soft. These ones are a 39, so I wasn't sure if they were going to fit, because normally I'm like a 38 as a standard, or sometimes even a 37 or 36 depending on the place. But I tried these on and my left foot is slightly bigger than my right foot, and the left foot on this literally fits me perfectly. So I was like, perfect, sold, I will take them. And so these ones I again found in the Totara Hospice, I think it's Panmure, and these ones, they were a little bit more pricey. These ones were $25, which I normally wouldn't pay that much in an op shop, even with it being Decuba. Like, I'd normally like pay like 15 at max, but it was just the fact that these were literally exactly what I was looking for. I didn't own anything from Decuba either, so now I do, and they're just honestly so comfortable. Like, I've reached for these a lot. And then the last pair of shoes that I have to show you guys are just these really gorgeous nude heels. So I had to chuck out my nude heels that I bought from Princess Polly because they were just starting to hurt my feet. They probably realistically were one size too small, but in saying that, like, the length was good, it was just quite tight around the toe, and it got to the point where it was like hurting me and I just would never reach for them. So I got rid of them, and I've been looking for a replacement ever since. And I came across these in the op shop, and I just thought these were absolutely stunning shoes. So I'll show you guys one of them. So this is what they look like. The heel height is a good height. The length literally fits me perfectly. And then it has this cute little like crossover design, and like it's kind of like a little wrap, and then they have the velcro to close them as well. So I just thought these are super cute. The upper and internals of these are all leather, which is great as well, and these ones say that they have a resin sole, and these are a 38, so these were my size, so I was like, perfect. And the best part about these is that these are only $5 for genuine leather shoes, and these are also from Wither. Now, if you're not from Auckland and you don't know, Wither is a shop on Commercial Bay in like the mall, and Commercial Bay is like high end, like very, very high end. Their heels at full price retail for about $260. So I was so pumped to find these in the op shop for only $5. I took these away with me for my friend Chrissy's hens weekend, and I wore them out and they are so comfortable. Obviously leather shoes are so comfortable to wear as well. I own quite a lot of leather shoes, and yeah, they just, you can't go wrong. Like, I can't go back. Like, they're just so comfortable. I just honestly was blown away. I found these in the Henderson Hospice, and normally the Henderson Hospice, they kind of know what's up. Like, they know when things are worth a lot, so I was quite surprised that they didn't realize that Wither was a shop on Commercial Bay. Next up, I might do a game. So I just have one game to share with you guys, and that is this puzzle here. So again, I found this in the Totara Hospice in Panmure. This was only $4 as well, so it's such a good little find. It is just a 300 piece puzzle. I think it's one of the ones that you find at Kmart, but I really liked the graphics, so I thought I would get it. It is the Toy Maker's Shed, and it says that it is suitable for ages 6+. So I don't have many like small puzzles in our collection either. We've mostly got like 500 or 1,000 piece puzzles. So I thought 300 was good, and I just thought the graphic on it was really, really cute, so I just couldn't leave it. I don't know if all the pieces are there, but it looks like it's never been opened. Like, it literally has like the circle stickers that like things normally come with, so I'm hoping that all the pieces are there. Next up, I might do an accessory. So I only have one accessory to share with you guys, and it is just this cute little cosmetics kind of bag. It's a very soft baby pink, and it has these pink flowers on it, and then the little zipper thing is just like this gold circle. The inside is in really good condition as well. Like, it looks like it barely even got used. I don't know where it's originally from because it doesn't have any like branding or whatever in it. I picked it out and I was saying to Phil, I was like, oh, this is really cute, but I wish it was like bigger. And obviously this is really small, and so I was like, oh, do I even need it? And originally I put it back, but then like I just kept thinking about it, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna buy it. It was only $2 from the same Henderson Hospice. So again, I did like a big trip where we got these and a couple of other things in this haul as well. And I was like, I'm just gonna buy it and see if I use it. And then I realized when I got home that I actually needed a small bag to take jewelry away with me when I go traveling. So I literally used this to take my jewelry in for Chrissy's Hens weekend, and it was perfect. And so I was like, awesome, I can add this into my collection and I can use it, and yeah, it's great. Next up we'll do some homewares. So I may as well stick with the things that I found in that same trip. So I found this cute little pink and white bowl here. It's just like a very small kind of like lolly snack kind of bowl. I know these are originally from Kmart as well, so if I want to get more of them I can just go into Kmart. Yeah, it just feels really good quality. It looks very, very cute. I'm a sucker for anything pink, as you can probably tell. Like, I literally have another pink item to show you guys in a second. It was only $1, so I was like, you can't go past it, like, it's cheap. Also from that same op shop, we found something which I am so excited to have, and I think this is gonna be like one of the top finds I think from this video, just because like you can't find these that often, and even when we took it up to the counter they were like, damn, that's such a good find. But it is this whipped cream canister. So it was a bit like gross when we got it, so Phil gave it a really good clean. Obviously you put like the little gas thing in here and screw it on, and then you like unscrew this and you like pour the cream in it. Yeah, I just thought this is such a cool thing to have. I'm hoping that it works, but yeah, we thought for like hosting like Christmas or parties or whatever, we can just literally like fill this up with cream and then people can just go for it. And it was only $5, so I was like, yup, let's get it. It's cute. If it doesn't work, it's only $5, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm hoping that it does. Alright, next up I might do a couple of homeware pieces that I found in that Totoro Hospice op shop in Panmure. So I managed to find this cute little pink mug. Again, anything pink, and I'm like, yeah, I need to buy it. So yeah, it's just like a very nice baby pink color. I feel like you can't really have too many mugs. But this one is dishwasher safe and microwave safe. It's originally from the warehouse as well, so if I want to get more, I like totally can. And this was only $1, so I was like, yup. And the last piece that I managed to find in the Totoro Hospice in Panmure is probably one of my most favorite finds of this whole video, and that is this cute little vase. Now, I just thought this vase was like so on trend right now, and I am going through a bit of a phase where I love vases. Like in my last thrift haul, I found like a little soft green, like pale green vase, and I absolutely love it. And so this one was no exception. I kind of just grabbed it and was like, yeah, we need to get this as well. And it's just this really nice like white ribbed vase, quite small at the top, so I kind of want to get like a couple of bunny tails off of Marketplace and put them in there, and I just think that will be really cute. I currently have this sitting on the top of my bookshelf as well, but this is only $4, and so I was like, yeah, I cannot leave that. Next up, I'll do a couple of homeware pieces that I found from the Dove Hospice shop in Glen Innes. So it was the same trip where I got those clothing pieces as well. So I managed to find this mini sieve. Now, I have been looking for a mini sieve for the longest time, and the best part about this was it was only $1, so I thought, yup, I cannot go wrong. This is great for when I'm making cake in a mugs, so whether I'm like sifting flour or cocoa, or if it's icing sugar to go on the top, if I'm doing like cakes or whatever and it's quite like a small cake and I want to like dust something on the top, this is perfect for that. If you don't own a mini sieve, you need to go and get one because they come in handy all the time. Last homeware piece that I found in the Dove Hospice in Glen Innes I'm really excited about, and it is just this stone casserole dish. Now the lid doesn't like fully properly close, but I don't really care. It's just like this speckled print, and Phil and I, we have a pie dish in this exact print, so I thought we'd get the matching casserole dish. But it's a good size, like it's a perfect little size for Phil and I. This one is originally from Kmart, which I knew because the pie dish was from Kmart. So this one is stoneware, so that's why it feels really good quality. It is microwave safe, dishwasher safe, and oven safe, which is great. And this was $11. At Kmart, they're charging $12 for it, so literally like $1 difference. I just thought it was a nice little piece to have in our collection. And then the last, I think the last homeware piece, I actually found two of in the Habitat for Humanity in Panmure, but I'm only going to show you guys one. And it is this little white lamp here. Now, I love having these on in the evening. It just makes the room so cozy. It has the little cord, and then it has the little like on off switch here. These do work as well, which is great. I wasn't sure if they were going to because it didn't say. I mean, it's got like the little testing tag thing here, and I wasn't sure what light it was going to give off either, but it just has a very classic style bulb and it gives off the exact light that I wanted. So like a very kind of cozy, kind of warmish yellow tone, but like very, very soft, like the perfect kind of cozy lighting. That's what this gives off. And I bought one for myself and one for Phil, and we have one on each of our bedside tables at night, and it just looks great. So yeah, it's just like a white lamp with a white shade. They were only $10 each, so $20 for the two, which I feel like is great because originally I was just going to get a set from Kmart, but the ones at Kmart even for two are like $25 or like $50, and I was like, Then the last category that I have to share with you guys is books, and this is a big category. So some of these were bought in store and some of them were bought on Facebook Marketplace. I might do the two that I found in store first, and then I'll go into the Facebook Marketplace ones. So in that same trip from the Henderson Hospice, I also managed to find these two books as well. So I'll talk about this one first. Both of these books were $2, by the way. This one is Pretties by Scott Westerfeld. Now, I used to actually own this book in like a bigger version. And I've got the first book, which is Uglies here. I quite enjoyed the first book. The second book was okay, but I feel like after then it just got a bit like the series. There's 4 books in the series. First book is Uglies, this is the second book, Pretties, the third is Specials, and the fourth is Extras. And I got sucked in because this is literally the same size as my other one. I like the concept. Basically the concept is like there's kind of like 2 towns within this one world. There's Ugly Town and Pretty Town, and it's kind of a bit like superficial, but like once you turn 16 you have an operation on you to basically make you into like model quality, like very, very pretty, and then you go and live over in the Pretty Town where they like, you know, they party all day, they don't have to work, like all of that kind of thing. It's definitely set in the future as well, but yeah, there's obviously like some like things that happen, and like the pretty surgery isn't what it's all cracked up to be and all that kind of thing. So it's very interesting. I feel like after this book the series kind of died a little bit. A new book that I picked up is this one here. So this is The Dry by Jane Harper. I've not read anything by her, but I got this book off of Rachel Catherine's recommendation. I think it's just like this family live in this small town where everyone kind of knows everyone, and then someone gets killed on their property, and so I think it's just like one of those like thrillery murder mystery type books, which will be very interesting. It just says a desperate act in a small town with big secrets, so kind of gives me like Safe vibes from Harlan Coben, which I watched the TV show of and absolutely loved. The last lot are all books that I found on Facebook Marketplace. So next up I might do this big stack of books here. So these I actually bought from the same seller in like the same trip. It cost me $45 for all of these, and there's 7 books in here, so I feel like that's pretty good. So the first book I picked up is Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. This one again is the first book in a series. I've only got the first book because I haven't read it yet, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it because it's very different. It's a fantasy series. This main girl, she obviously is 18, says she's serving a life sentence and she's a trained assassin, so I thought that was really interesting. I know it's been popping off at the moment with Booktok, so hopefully I'll like it. I think there's like 10 books in the series as well, so it's quite a long series. This one is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Again, I've read November 9 by Colleen Hoover and really loved it, so I've kind of just been buying her books now and then when I see them, just so I have like a stash. I got this book off of Rachel Catherine's recommendation. Next up I got this one here. This is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Again, this has been popping off on Booktok. I haven't really heard too many recommendations about it, so I thought I would just buy it and give it a go. I don't really know too much about it. This book I've actually had for a while, so this one I actually didn't buy off the seller, but I realized it's in the stack because the next 3 books are the sequels to this, like the books in the rest of the series. This is Did I Mention I Love You by Estelle Marsgame. So read this in high school, absolutely loved it. So I've had this for a while, but then I managed to find the last 3 in the series on Marketplace. I had absolutely no idea that it was a series, even though it literally says on the top here, book 1 in the Phenomenal Dimly series. I got book 2, which is Did I Mention I Need You? Book 3, which is Did I Mention I Miss You? And then book 4, which I think is told from the guy's point of view, called Just Don't Mention It, and it says it's Tyler's story. So I love the covers of these. I just think they're so incredibly cool, like with just like the strips. I've read this. It's kind of like this girl falls in love with this guy who I think he's like a rock star or something, like he's quite famous, and I think she like goes to spend the summer in a place and like meets him or whatever. It's a very cute story, very like classic kind of YA romance, and so I'm not sure where these books will go, but I'm excited to carry on the series. And then another series that I bought is this series here. So this is the Red Queen trilogy. I'm pretty sure that's what this is called. If it's not, correct me in the comments. I got these 3 books here for $20, which I feel like is good because one of these books alone in Wickles cost $25. So I got this book off of Jacqueline, I think her surname is Brooke. Oh, she's a Christian YouTuber. She talked about this series and it seems interesting. Basically, there is a divide with people's blood types. So you either have what's considered red blood or white blood, and the people that have a certain blood type have powers and the other people are just normal people. This story, I think, follows one person who has like the normal blood type, but for some reason they have powers and they're trying to figure out why. These ones are written by Victoria Aveyard. It just says Power is a Dangerous Game. The Red Queen is the first book. Glass Sword is the second book. And then King's Cage is the last book. And then the next series that I got is half of the series. And that is, I managed to find half of the Vampire Diaries book set on Facebook Marketplace. So I thought I would get them. It cost me $24.20 for these books. So I got 5 books, $24.20 including postage, which I feel like is great. I didn't realize, but there's like 14 books in the series, so I have the first 7, so that's good. So I have books 1 and 2, which is The Awakening and The Struggle. These are written by L.J. Smith. Book 3 and 4 is the movie cover, which is kind of annoying, but I'm kind of just keeping a hold of this until I can find covers that match the rest of these. I thought just in case I want to start the series before I find book 3 and 4 that match the series. It just says The Fury and the Reunion. Then we have book 5, which is The Return Nightfall. Book 6, which is The Return Shadow Souls. And then book 7, which is The Return Midnight. I've been binging the Vampire Diaries TV show and Phil and I are obsessed with it. Like, we absolutely love it. Next up, I'm going to do a standalone book. So I managed to find this book here on Facebook Marketplace. Again, I got this off of Rachel Catherine's recommendation because she loved this. So I thought I would give it a go. This is The Silent Patient by Alex, is it Michaelides? I'm not sure how you pronounce his surname, but it says, only she know what happened, only I can make her speak. So I think it follows a journalist who goes to this mental asylum or like mental hospital, whatever you call it, and there is a patient there who shot her husband 5 times in the head and has not said a word since. Nobody knows why she shot her husband. Nobody knows really anything about it. I think the incident happened like years ago. So I thought it would be a really interesting read. It's meant to be like a thriller as well. And only for $10, I thought that was great. I'm gonna do a couple more standalones and then the last ones that I have are all series. So the next book I have is this one here, and again I got this from Rachel Catherine's recommendations. So this one is Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. It says 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and get more done in less time. So I thought this was perfect. We love a productivity book here. This one only cost me $5 on Marketplace as well. Again, a lot of these books that I haven't had posted were local to Auckland, so I just went to go and pick them up. And then the last standalone book that I have for this haul is this one. This is The Guest List by Lucy Foley. It says A Remote Island, an Invitation to Die For. So I think this is quite an interesting concept. It takes place on kind of like a deserted island, and it's kind of like this person bought this island because it has a really beautiful wedding destination, like wedding venue on it. So this person lends out this island for people who want to get married, and so this couple obviously book this place to get married, and it just says each has a secret, each has a motive. Off the windswept Irish coast, guests gather for the wedding of the year. Old friends, past grudges, happily families, hidden jealousies, 13 guests, one body. One guest won't leave this wedding alive. So someone obviously dies, and I think each perspective in this book is different. So you get to read from like the bride and the groom and the bridesmaids and the maid of honor and the groomsmen. I'm guessing like the mother and the father of the bride and all that kind of thing. And everyone's like got some sort of secret that they're trying not to have it come out, and so I thought it would just be really interesting. It's meant to be like a roller coaster of a journey, and I think there's a big plot twist at the end as well. So I'm excited for this. A bit nervous because I know it's going to be like a lot of brain power, but very excited for this. And this is only $10 as well. Alrighty, and so the last few books are all part of a series. So I managed to find this one here. Now this is the third book in the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. So I bought the first book brand new. The second book I have had for a really long time. Like I found it in an op shop a while ago. The second book I have is this cover as well, so it matches very nicely. So this one is Will Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. Basically the premise of this trilogy is this girl grows up with this family because the mums are like best friends, and the other family has two sons that are around her age, and they always go to this summer house and spend summer together, and naturally she ends up liking one of these guys, and so it's kind of just like a coming of age, first love kind of story. It's very cute, and from the second book you get to read with two different perspectives, like the guy and the girl. So yeah, it's really interesting. I've read this whole series twice. A very classic YA summer romance kind of book, and this is only $5 off of Marketplace, so it's such a great find. The next series that I have to show you guys is this series here, which I don't think is in order. So I managed to find the prequel to the Mortal Instruments series. So I managed to get the Infernal Devices on Marketplace. It was only $9 for the three of these. $3 a book. So it just says a prequel to the best-selling Mortal Instruments series. So the Infernal Devices book 1 is Clockwork Angel, and then book 2, which says it's a collector's first edition, which is very cool, is Clockwork Prince. And then book 3 is Clockwork Princess, and they are all written by Cassandra Clare. So I haven't read the Mortal Instruments yet, so I think I'm going to read that and then read this, because I don't think there's a particular way that you have to read them, but I just really wanted to have all of them because apparently this series is a favorite for a lot of people. And then the last book that I have to share with you guys, and the last thing for this thrift haul, is this book here. Now this is Die For Me by Amy Plum. It said, would you risk your life for love? I have been wanting to find this book series for so long, and it is so difficult to find. This is the first book, Die For Me. The second book is Until I Die, I think, and then the third book is If I Should Die. So basically it's kind of like I think it's like a magical realism type book as well, where it takes place in the real world, but there's like magical stuff that's going on underneath the surface. This girl meets this guy, and this guy, I think he's a revenant, is that what he's called? I can't quite remember. Basically he dies in place of people so that the death is kind of like accounted for, but that person doesn't die. So like he will know when somebody's about to die, and he will take their place every time. That's just what he does. And so it's kind of this girl falling for this guy who has this trait. He's got like enemies and stuff that are like trying to like hunt him down and like all that kind of thing, and so this girl gets swept up in this world. Kind of gave me like Twilight vibes, just way better and without the vampire trait. I really loved. I think it's a very underrated trilogy, so I honestly would not be surprised if this starts popping off on Booktok in like the next few months, because it is great. I only have the first book as of right now, but I'm on the lookout for book 2 and 3 as well. This is only $10 as well. So there we go guys, that is everything that I have to share with you guys for this haul. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it could have potentially been a long one, so Thank you for sticking around. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please make sure to turn on the notifications and check out my social media. It's always linked down below in the description box. If you want to watch more thrifting related content, I will leave my playlist down below and in the eye for you guys as well, because I have a lot of thrifting content. I have been thrifting since I was 12 and I absolutely love it. I'm now almost 25. I've definitely saved a lot of money over the years. Just, yeah, I love the hunt. Like, it's so much fun. And if you want to keep up with me in real time of what I'm thrifting before I make these videos, make sure you follow my Instagram, because I have a little highlight called Thrifting, and I always post on my stories before I make these videos as well. So definitely follow me over there to stay up to date with everything. And yeah, I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye.